Fantastisch.
¡El sub y baja del amor! Pendejo, yo no juego. Vale, ahí está. ¡Ole! ¡Esto es! ¡Ay! ¡Corre, perra, corre! ¡Ay! Agua, sí. ¡Ay! Mira. ¡Bríncale, pendejo! Mira.
You're the oracle of the Oasis. What's your pick?
Oh, man, I've got Kai Beckstrand on this one. He's been outstanding. He's the favorite to win it all. No one has been able to stop this machine called Kai Beckstrand.
But let's see if little brother Luke can summon up some of that Luke Smash rage. What a dismount!
Luke is out in front? Are you kidding me? He says, Luke, I am your brother.
Well, back in St. George at their two grip ninja gyms, these two have raced. Oh, but Kai misses on floating monkey bars. He's struggling. Now he rights the ship. But look at Luke. He's opening up an edge.
No, this can't be real. This can't be real. I can't believe my eyes. Oh, my goodness. Little brother's been saving this for his entire life to be able to beat his big brother on national television.
Links that dismount onto the kickboards, but Luke needs a little more power. But then Kai locks it in place.
Oh, here comes it now. Look at Kai trying to turn on the afterburner.
Oh, my goodness, Luke, a half move ahead.
Come on, little brother. Do this for all the little brothers. Millions of people watching around the world.
Kai had too much power. The wheel is links that dismount. Oh, my goodness. How did he do that?
Oh, wow. And now Kai's out in front.
Kai takes the edge on the falling shoes. Luke's watching, and look at him go. Oh, my goodness. Are you not entertained?
Kai Beckstrand is on another level.
Luke slowed down at the end, but he pushed his big brother, and he's going to finish strong.
Nice. Wow.
But big brother wins again.
Luke's watching, and look at him go.
Are you not entertained?
Kai Beckstrand is on another level.
Luke slowed down at the end, but he pushed his big brother.
Oh, good save.
He's going to finish strong. But big brother wins again.
Look at him go.
Are you not entertained?
Kai Beckstrand is on
Oh, good save.
But big brother wins again.
I'm 5'7", and I'm gonna get like 8.5.
I am 5'9". I think I want to get like a 2.
Oh, good save.
I'm 6'3". I don't know how I'm gonna get. I'm just gonna try. I'm 5'7", and I'm gonna get like 8.5. 6 foot, and I think I'll get between 9 and 10.
I am 5'9". Like a 2.
I'm 5'3", and I think I'm gonna get like 8.
6'3". I don't know how I'm gonna get. I'm just gonna try.
I'm 6'4". Probably get like
6
10.
foot, and I think I'll get between.
Probably get like 10.
No! That is insane! Even Fang Zhendong is blushing. Look at this! What a recovery! That's the biggest smile I've ever seen from Fang Zhendong, and well-deserved. Look at this under the net clamp roller on the table! Applause from the crowd, even in the replay. Xiao Zhan, the coach, is laughing and smiling. That is insane! Oh my goodness, what are you gonna do? Look at this! What a recovery! That's the biggest smile I've ever seen from Fang Zhendong, and well-deserved. Look at this under the net clamp roller on the table! Applause from the crowd, even in the replay. Xiao Zhan, the coach, is laughing and smiling. That is insane! Oh my goodness, what are you gonna do? Look at this! What a recovery! That's the biggest smile I've ever seen from Fang Zhendong, and well-deserved. Look at this under the net clamp roller on the table! Applause from the crowd, even in the replay.
Não cessa do fim de semana.
Watch it. Woo. Break, break. Woo. What was that? Tira da Tamaquionte, Tayonte. Watch it. Easy. Break, break. Woo. What was that? Tira da Tamaquionte, Tayonte. Watch it. Camp. Easy. Break, break.
Coming up on the news this morning, Rivers United back to the top of the MPFL after match day 34. Nigeria's under-18 and under-20 handball teams win gold at the IHF Trophy Zone 3 Championship. Plus, Rory McIlroy makes history, defends Masters title at Augusta National. Hello there, top of the morning to you. This is AM Sports, coming away from AM News, coming away from Inter Sports 24. Now let's begin with golf, as the late Nnesy Makoju, a respected banker, housing expert, and avid sports enthusiast, has been honored with a memorial golf kitty in Abuja. Family, friends, and associates gathered on the course, not just to compete, but to celebrate the life and legacy of a man whose passion for golf and impact on those around him remain unforgettable. Yours truly completes the story. The late Nnesy Makoju, a respected banker, housing expert, and passionate lover of golf and football, passed away on February 25, 2025 in Abuja at the age of 50. His deep love for golf was evident in his founding of the Zuma Rockers Golf Association, where he served as chairman of the board of trustees until his passing. It was therefore fitting that a memorial kitty was organized in his honor. The event brought together family, friends, and associates, with over 150 golfers competing across the ladies, gentlemen, veterans, and invited guest categories. For many, it was more than just competition. It was an opportunity to celebrate the life of a man they described as irreplaceable.
We believe he's with the Lord because he is a man with good heart, a man that loves humanity, and a man that loves the game of golf.
We will never forget Nnesy, and we always said among ourselves, wherever Nnesy name is mentioned in this life, we'll always be there to celebrate him. And we don't have anything to say but to say it, Nnesy Makoju, thank you.
This is the least that we can do to keep his memory alive. He was the life of the party. He made positive impacts in our lives as individuals and as the group.
We are here today to honor him. He was a wonderful person. We miss him so much.
After a day filled with birdies, bogeys, and memorable swings, golfers and guests gathered at the clubhouse for the prize-giving ceremony. Family members, including his mother, wife, and children, alongside friends and associates, paid glowing tributes to Makoju, describing him as a perfect gentleman who cared deeply for those around him.
What gives me the joy is by the grace of God that my son died 1 year ago, and somebody in Nigeria, not just one person, a team decides to remember him. He's very un-Nigerian.
So I think with every time, I know it's been difficult for the golf community, it's been difficult for each and every one of us and family members and friends, but I think what is more important to all of us is that every time we remember his life, we thank God for what he has allowed him to live. And think about the things that were important to him, which was helping the poor, which was being impactful, which was making people, pulling them up and not competing with anyone.
My dad was a very positive influence in my life. He taught me a lot of things that I will be using for the rest of my life.
I want to present this to you as a token and an encouragement for you to play this game called golf. It's a game that will impact you positively in whatever you are doing.
He believed that we are one and should be carried along. The legacy left behind cannot be forgotten because it brought us together.
On the course, standout performances were rewarded across various categories, with winners emerging among the ladies, gentlemen, veterans, and guest players. In the end, it was handicap 22 player Christian Akashe who claimed the top prize, returning a gross score of 80 and a net score of 58 to beat the field.
I saw in him the spirit of seeing people progress. So I can categorically say it does not matter. It is not this trophy I'm holding. it is that psychological feeling that yes, among your peers, among your seniors, among your juniors, you excel.
The atmosphere extended beyond the greens, with food, drinks, and music adding color to the occasion. For some, it was a golf tournament, but for many, it was a heartfelt celebration of a man who meant so much to so many. A son, husband, father, colleague, mentor, and friend. Above all, Ernest Makojo will be remembered as a lover of golf who left an indelible mark. In Abuja, Bade Adeleye enters sports.
May his legacy continue, to deliver. And of course, let's turn our attention to athletics now, as Nigeria's relay teams have successfully qualified for all the events entered for in the build-up to the upcoming World Relays Championships, scheduled for May in Gaborone, Botswana. The men's 4x400 meters relay team, comprising Samson Nathaniel, Emmanuel Ojele, Victor Sampson, Ime, and Sekiru Adeyemi, confirmed their qualification at the Lefika International Relays held at the National Stadium in Gaborone, Botswana. In the mixed 4x100 meters relay event, the team of Maria Omokwe, Chidera Ezeako, James Emmanuel, and Jennifer Obichukuka also secured qualification in Gaborone. Nigeria's women's 4x400 meters relay team, Patience Okun-George, Jacinta Lawrence, Anita Enaruna, and Treasure Okereke, secured qualification at the UJ Swene Stadium in Calabar Relays. Now, Nigeria's youth handball teams swept both titles at the IHF Trophy Africa Zone 3 phase in Lomé, Togo on Saturday, with the under-18 and under-20 sides defeating their respective opponents to seal continental qualification. The under-18 team opened the day's proceedings with a commanding 32-19 victory over Côte d'Ivoire in their category final. Nigeria's under-20 side then maintained the momentum, dispatching Benin Republic 39-29 in the second final. Both victories earned the team's passage to the continental stage, where they will represent Zone 3 against the best sides across Africa. Now let's turn attention to match day 34 results of the Nigeria Premier Football League, as Bendel Insurance got a 1-0 win over Abia Warriors. And of course, Barrow FC recorded a 2-1 win over Remo Stars. Bayelsa United lost at home to Wiki Tourist, and now they're in the relegation waters. Eyimba moved clear of the relegation zone with a comfortable 3-0 victory over Katsina United. Same was for Ikorodu City, who handed Kano Pillars a 3-0 bashing to boost their continental football hopes. And of course, Kun Khalifat boosted their survival hopes with a 3-0 bashing of Warri Wolves. Goalless it ended between Niger Tornadoes and former leaders Enugu Rangers. Rivers United moved top with a 1-0 victory over Plateau United, with Shooting Stars being dealt a blow in their continental football bid, with Kwara United leaving Ibadan with 1 point after a goalless stalemate. Later today, Okanemi Warriors have got a game against Nasarawa United. Now, let's move to Bayelsa State, where the drive to discover the next generation of football stars is taking center stage, as the Prosperity Cup partners former Super Eagles midfielder Sheyi Olofinjano on a scouting program. Timinipre Hoya reports that the program is aimed at identifying and nurturing promising young players and strengthening grassroots football development in the state. The report.
Effort to deepen grassroots football development in Bayelsa State have received a major boost as organizers of the Prosperity Cup, in collaboration with the Bayelsa State Football Association, intensify talent discovery through a strategic scouting program. Organizers say the program is designed to expand the frontiers of talent discovery by identifying and nurturing young footballers within the age bracket of 13 to 15 and 16 to 19 years. The initiative comes barely 2 months after a similar scouting program conducted in partnership with FC Barcelona, further underscoring Bielsa's growing reputation as a hub for football talent development.
You can attest to it from the standard of play, that the quality of play of these players have really improved. And you could see from the reaction of the scout and his team, you could see that they were able to get the necessary talents that they want, because every scout that is coming, there's something they have in mind, and they were satisfied, and they were able to get what they want. So it shows that really the scouting program is improving, that the players are improving, and we are also getting the desired result from the
team program. I'm expecting maybe they might pick one of my boy. So my dream is to see them play in Chelsea, because I've seen Seyi Olofejana did it for one boy in Warri. As I'm talking to you, he's in Chelsea now. Chelsea under 21.
Program, a scouting program organized by one of Super Eagles' finest, one of the legends of the game, in the person of Seyi Olofejana and his scouting group called Imperia. They are here in Yenagoa to scout for good, talented players, for positive and for probably exporting them out of the shores of Nigeria. And so far we've been seeing great talents, we've been seeing quality football, and it's been one.
Former Super Eagles midfielder and current Chelsea head of scouting of Africa emphasized the importance of catching players young, providing them with the right education and structured development pathways needed to build successful professional careers, both locally and internationally. He noted that Bielsa has consistently produced outstanding football talents, making it a strategic destination for scouting and development.
Scouting the best young legs in Bielsa and then grooming them and developing them. Of course, our job as custodians is to make sure we give the boys the best of opportunity, take them off the street, give them a lifeline, and then help them pass on the baton even to the next generation.
The program is expected to offer selected players opportunities to advance into professional football, while also strengthening Bielsa's position as an emerging sport destination in Nigeria. For sport updates, Timinapre, NT.
Now let's return to golf, as Rory McIlroy underlined why he's one of the game's greats by holding off the world's best to become only the fourth man to win successive Masters titles. McIlroy's belief that finally landing the green jacket last year would pave the way for more major victories proved prophetic. 12 months ago, the 36-year-old from Northern Ireland ended an 11-year wait to complete the career Grand Slam by winning at Augusta National, a victory which he felt would allow him to play more freedom when he returned in the future. Now, let's return home and let you know that Nigeria's rising squash stars were on display in Abuja at the 2026 annual Haddison and Friends PSA Satellite Tournament reached an exciting finale. Francisca Bile reports that the competition showcased skill, resilience, and a growing depth of talent in the sport. Let's see the report.
Grand finale of the 2026 annual Haddison and Friends PSA Satellite Tournament delivered thrilling encounters in both the men's and ladies' categories. In the ladies' final, top seed Durosi Lauren Mostura of Kwara State staged a remarkable comeback at the Squash Indoor Sports Hall of the Moshood Abiola National Stadium, Abuja. Ranked third in Nigeria, Mostura fought back from 2 sets down to defeat Ogun State's Hawawu Balungu 2-11, 7-11, 11-4, 11-9, 11-7 in a hard-fought 3-2 victory. She later revealed that a motivation call from her father inspired her comeback.
I was ranked as the top seed for this tournament, and I think it kept a lot of pressure on me because I knew me being the top seed meant I had to win the tournament and I had to give it my all. And in the finals, I was down by 2-0, but I didn't give up and I was very determined to take home the title.
In the men's final, 70-year-old Yusuf Quadri Oluwadare of Lagos State defeated Edo State Femi Shidara 3-1. Ranked 4th in Nigeria, Oluwadare took early control, dropped the 3rd set, but bounced back strongly to seal victory in the 4th.
I feel so excited, not just to boost my national ranking, but also my PSA ranking also, which is the world ranking, and also to make my sponsors proud.
President of the Nigeria Squash Federation, Wilson Egberepo, said the tournament is aimed at developing young players and preparing them for the World Squash Championship scheduled for June in Canada. He added that equipment support programs have also been secured.
We will not embark on this journey if we know we are not going to make an impact. We want to be counted among the top playing nations in the world. So we want to expose our young talent. We want them to interact with contemporaries in the world. So we're looking much more into the future, where we present players that will move in the top 50 in the world.
Host of the tournament and Vice President of the Federation, Hanel Haddinson, said the initiative is focused on empowering youths and steering them away from social vices, while calling for great support to grow the sports.
What informed our decision, I and my friends, we looked at it, about 7 of us, we looked at it that look, how best can we give back to the system? There are a lot of training programs that the Federation is putting in place to see that the best athletes are selected to represent the Federation, the continent.
The event climaxed with prize presentations as Mostura earned 480,000 naira for her victory, while Balogun received 320,000 naira. In the men's category, Oluwadare claimed 580,000 naira, with runner-up Shidera taking home 320,000 naira. In Abuja, Francis Kabile, NTA Sports.
Many thanks, Francisca. And of course, with that, we're done on the news this morning. I want to thank you for being part of it. Remember, for me, I'll be back in the M Sports studio to round things up. Do stay with us.
Oh my God!